take some clips. We could take some clips.
Oh, we 1000% could. That's nice. Okay.
All right. So with that being said, we are officially live. First ever episode of Keep It Rolling. Moff Dollars. What's going on? Are we going to hit some winners or what?
Pat, we're looking good this week. Our test run last week at the Pebble Beach was a great success with my roommate Abo and his matchups that we played. We're looking to expand on it. Um, Let me pull up this list real quick.
Amen. Tell him what happened last weekend. So first off, Moff Dollars. He has been a golf guy for his whole life. So I'm not a golf person. Never have been. Never will be. Uh, I'm just kidding. Over the past couple years, I did go into golf, but I'm all numbers. Moff's all golf. Combo just about
Precise.
unstoppable, and we are looking to hit big. We've got a couple long shots for you, and really, we're just gonna be bouncing back and forth, just shooting shit. It's a late night hour, but we are looking to find insight into the best golfers, the most valuable golfers, and some long shots that my boy Moff Dollars is gonna hit you with here.
All right. Thank you, Pat. Just a quick recap from last week. So we got a lot of guys in the field compared to the AT&T. Last week I had some blue chip guys I told Pat about. We were thinking about starting this last week. We didn't get around to it, but I had Pat Cantley, Jordan Spieth, Jason Day. One of my guys, Troy Merritt, he was up there. Cantley, Spieth, Merritt, all top five. J Day was right there. He's getting hot at the right times. Looks like he's healthy. I'm excited about him. Just not this week. I think he had a hot one last week. I think he needs to take this off. I think he's actually don't. I assume he's in the field, but he's not on our watch list this week. To start it off, blue chip guys. These are. Ooh. So Pat and I just got done talking about the flight and the Dubai tournament. Brooks. I don't think Brooks was on the list, was he?
No.
He's been busy dyeing his hair.
Brooks has been busy doing his own shit.
He doesn't care about golf unless it's 4 times out of the year. But hey, we love to see Brooks up there. He's a 2-time winner. I love Brooks. We got the blondie look going for him. You know, the course. Jesus, I mean it's Brooks's golf course. But
so if you're just joining us, if you're not into golf, if you're not keeping up with what Brooks Koepka is looking like currently, I will pull up a picture of him. I will pull it up on the screen here.
Oh my God, you can pull up. Yes, pull it up.
Unbelievable. So to have this kind of confidence, it might be worth a sprinkle here. Plus 2-time winner. So, man, there's literally nothing on the internet. You got to go to Instagram. I can't pull it up.
We can start this bias early, but for any Bryson DeChambeau fans, I try not to be a hater, but I am Team Brooks. I can't speak for Pat, but yeah, Bryson he made our list, but fuck Bryson. I'm just kidding. I think he's doing a lot of good for the sport. I want to see this picture.
Can't disagree there. Who we got over there?
I'm waiting for that picture of Brooks to pop up.
Oh, no, I can't find it.
We'll get that for you guys. Maybe we can come back and edit it out, or edit it in, I should say. Blue chips, back to it. Brooks Koepka, 2-time winner. I haven't altered this list since we just went over our guys that played in Saudi Arabia last week. Hideki was up there, but I'm not so sure about him now. He played last week. We're talking about jet lag. If pro athletes, NBA players, NFL players are impacted just flying across the country from Seattle to Miami, these guys flying across the ocean, it's got to have an impact. Yeah, they get some days to rest and get acclimated before they play, but 4 days after, a long trip in Dubai and who knows what after. Hideki and these guys that played, I can't count on them. So I had Hideki, Xander, Schauffele, and our guy John Rahm. I didn't see Rory on the list. I don't even know if he played last week, but Rory always. These are just big name guys that we all know that they can pop up and win any golf tournament at any time, really. And that's why I like to list them. And plus, we've got, John Rahm, 13th. I'd be curious to see what he finished last year. If he played across the pond before Waste Management last year.
Rahm's one of the most interesting ones. I mean, taking the top 20,
He's a
there's
freak.
never a guaranteed bet, but man, looking at him, what he's done this
Yeah.
past, I mean, he's been rolling. I think, 3 starts this year, second, 14th, and third. And let me see, 6 starts at the Waste Management, 5th, 16th, nothing below 16th. 3 top 10.
He's a freak.
Freak.
It's a top 20 lock. I don't know. I mean, there can't be. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up. Top 20 lock. I love John Rahm.
Top 20. I think top 20 is virtually a lock. And
Let's put it this way: we're not going to bet against the number 1 golfer in the world. I mean, that's
no, but there's certain times to take them though. And like right now, in the beginning of the year, John Rahm's actually one of the best golfers in the month of January and February, which is one of those odd stats. But shout out to my guy PGA Splits. He's got those kind of things on Twitter. And year in, year out, you see guys that play in the off season and guys that don't. So John Rahm is one of those guys. He has been kept consistent all the way through. Tough. 7 and plus 750 to win this week. Top 20 odds. Let me pull them up across the board here. Let's see. Moff dollars. Who you got winning this thing? Let me get one of your long shots while we're talking about one of the favorites here. Get one of those long shots out of the way.
And when you say long shots, these guys are, let me preface, long as fuck shots. But, who doesn't like a dark horse? I told Pat earlier, Carlos Ortiz. Carlos Ortiz and James Hahn. Those are my guys. I think you see a couple of guys who they obviously just – and I talked to our buddy Abbo. I talked to Pat. The thing with golfers is some courses set up well for them. Some don't. Some guys just play at certain venues well. There's no getting around it. And these guys perform well. And I'm going to add Nate. I got to add Nate Lashley to that list as well. So these guys, Nate Lashley, 3rd in 2020, 17th last year. He's been close. I'd have to look it up. I doubt he has a win on tour, but I don't know. He might. Same goes for the other guys. When I say long shots, but I think honestly, all 3 of them are top 20 locks, and any of them have a chance to honestly break that top 5 and win this thing. Golf is
Moff dollars is a golf guy.
Golf is so hard, I wouldn't consider him a long shot just because he's already won. He's just young, and Will Zalatoris is one of my favorite golfers, and
stud, absolute stud.
He's always going to be up there. And when we talk, the reason I like him and I like these guys, I think, Zalatoris pops out on film, as they say, and on the paper here. Strokes gained, tee to green. This year he's won. Last year he was 9th. Approach to green, strokes gained, 1 this year. Last year he's 7th.
The numbers.
Yeah, and Pat and you guys will know I'm not huge on numbers. I'm starting to get more into them, but he's all over the place. Zalatoris, strokes gained off the tee. He's 13th this year. And I don't have him top 20 last year, but I bet if I had kept scrolling, he's probably 25. He's not obviously not the longest off the tee, but the dude can smash it with the best of them. Yeah. I love Will Zalatoris. It's going to turn into a schmooze fest on him, bud.
Willie Z. Well, he choked a little bit the other weekend, but we've seen that week in, week out. It's tough to close out these tournaments. So, looking for these kind of longer shots through the first 3 rounds is pretty damn key, in my opinion. Zalatoris, it's tough. Every week I feel like we see it. Russell Henley 3 weeks ago. Even Jordan Spieth and Patrick Cantley a week ago. Not that Tom Hoagie didn't go out there and win that tournament, but everybody kind of fell back as well. So, Coming down the stretch, I mean, we look at a guy this week. I think Cantley, in my opinion, is one of the most interesting numbers on tour right here. He's sitting at 14-1 odds, and that's solely because his inexperience at this course. He's never played this course before, and not to my knowledge, not professionally. But
Really?
Mm-hmm. And that is why he is, in my opinion, that's why he is 14-1. He's just as good as Justin Thomas, John Rahm, all those guys.
Oh, fuck.
And is on the top of his game, I think, in his.
Oh, fuck. See, okay, so yeah, so those guys I mentioned earlier, the chips. Oh man, no, it's an absolute substitute. I mean, you can take Hideki out, you can take Xander out, Cantley can take both their spots as far as I'm concerned. I mean, Pat Cantley is a stud, and the only reason he's not on this list is because I didn't finish it before sending it. I mean, Pat Cantley is a freak, honestly. And I thought he was going to win. I was so jazzed last week watching those guys, watching Spieth and Cantley and Merritt. Troy Merritt will fuck around and be in the top 20 every week, and I love it. I don't know how many wins he has, but
he got 1 or 2 last year, if I'm correct.
And damn it, if Cameron Tringali doesn't make the cut this week, I'm gonna be livid. I'm gonna be livid because the dude can play. He's so inconsistent. I will live by it. I mean, I can't call a kettle black, but he's gonna make the cut this week. I can't talk shit. He's a professional golfer, but
hey, we're looking at some of those top horses. If we're looking at experience on the course, so I mean, Xander about as dominant as anybody's been, but you can bounce that off. He's
Colin Morikawa.
You think Morikawa is he playing? Is Morikawa out there this week?
I think so.
Hey, Morikawa coming off his birthday? No, Morikawa's not out there this week, is he?
If he's not, it's a damn shame because I thought he was playing last week and he's not playing this week.
He's enjoying his birthday, kind of like he should.
Fair enough. Are we going to throw Luke List in there?
Luke List, he can be on your list.
He makes all the lists.
Recently, yeah. I mean, if he's putting, if over his last 20 rounds, he's only losing 0.25 strokes per. If he's doing that, he's traditional. Let me pull up his numbers here. But Luke List is a historically god-awful putter. I mean, losing bottom of the tour. He loses strokes literally almost every single tournament over the past 10 tournaments. He's gained strokes putting in only one of them, but it was this year. So Luke List, if he can put it together, he's got one of the best approach shots in the game, and that's what you're looking for out here. You need to be tight to the green, otherwise, he's got the entire game. He's one of those, he's classic cats. I mean, personally, from playing just a little lick of golf that I do, scoring.
You just can't roll that thing.
Some people, they just
like my dad, dude. My dad, I swear to God, my dad and my brother, the Moffat men, cannot putt. I think I have the best short game out of my entire family, but Bruce and my dad, my brother Kev, neither one of them can putt worth a shit, but they can pipe it and they can hit greens. And that's what, when we were out there at the Cardinal, my dad.
We call him Luke List.
He's classic Luke List because the only reason he was able to shoot 1 under was because he was sticking it to 3 or 4 feet every time. You don't have to be good at putting if you can hit it close. That's something I read today, actually, as far as stats goes, putting is actually down on the bottom, putting something I guess percent made or something. I don't know what exact, but putting stats are actually down further on the list than I imagined that they would be. But Luke List, if he can hit it close.
All right.
And also, what are those stats on Poana putters? Cantley? He's a great putter. He's a phenomenal putter.
And he does his thing.
And you want to know something about him?
Cantley is, I think, over the last 20 rounds played, he has gained the 4th most strokes putting, and that is and it has the most strokes gained total as well. Dude, I mean, top tee to green, off the tee, approach, literally in all the key facets of the game. Cantlay has been absolutely nasty. The dude's he's a fucking robot. I hate him. He's a prick. I mean, but the dude can play some fucking golf, and that's all that needs to be said.
What were we talking about at the waste management in particular? Players' proximity to the hole is further, 12% further on average. And when I tell you, I don't know if you watched that playoff between Cantlay and Bryce DeChambeau last year. The dude didn't miss anything inside 20 feet. And, he's the type of guy that, he might – I mean, he doesn't even have to stick it 10 feet, whatever, for that wheelhouse. He can be bombing putts. Spieth is the same way. He's that type of dude, it's that it factor. These guys, I mean, Rahm is another guy that just bombs putts.
Yeah. You're gonna have to excuse Moff dollars. He is a Spiethian, but other than that, he's a good guy. But speaking of Patrick Cantlay, these are a little bit of skewed stats because of that Bryson DeChambeau tournament. But my man is over his last 5 PGA Tour starts. Shout out Justin Ray Golf. He is 97 under par. With a 35% birdie or better rate and shooting a 67 per round. Now he's going to a scorer's paradise. He's going to a scorer's paradise in Arizona, and in a place where it's going to be hard concrete. I mean, you're in the desert, so you're not going to get much give. That ball's going to be bouncing. You really got to be tight to the hole. Cantlay's one of the nastiest with it. So at 14-1,
I'm gonna tell you what, Cantlay might hole one out on the stadium. What are the odds? Can we get some odds?
Here, let me pull up the stadium for everybody real quick. If anybody is watching this, the screen's gonna be moving a little bit, but let me pull that up. Let me see. This is the stadium seating here.
What are the odds that someone has a hole in one? I bet it's just like a general, will there be a hole in one on the stadium?
That's not a bad idea. What have we got on those odds over there?
That's what I'm trying to see if they have. They have all sorts of stuff. Top Australian, top American, top Asian. Oh, dude, can we just go ahead and lock Sung J M top Asian?
Yeah,
I'm serious.
No, that's a bit.
Oh, James Hahn. Is James Hahn American?
James Hahn's American. Come on, man. Well, hey, this is episode 1. We will keep it rolling because that's what we do.
We keep it rolling. James Hahn's American. It's all good. Sung J M's gonna win that shit. Top Asian.
Let me see.
What are his odds?
Waste Management Open. That picture's better.
Right here, Phoenix Open, hole in one. Sure as shit. Love it. All right, I'm gonna pull up all this stuff because I'm actually about to throw in some bets right now while we're live, so these people don't think I'm
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm pulling up BetMGM right now. We're gonna check it. Actually, I'm pulling up FanDuel.
Y'all will have to take my word for this because I don't have the tech. I don't have the tech capabilities that Pat Nuz does. But I assure you that I will be placing some of these bets as we speak right now. Hey Pat, Victor Hovland. Do you have any info on him? Because I couldn't find him. I don't even know. I think he missed a cut COVID year. I mean, he bombs it. He already won this year. He's one of my favorite young guys too.
If there was one guy that we would get on this podcast, it would be Victor Hovland.
Because he already looks stoned.
He doesn't give a fuck.
At all times. He's like this, man, at all times. I love it. He looks like the happiest golfer on tour, probably. I mean, him and...
He keeps it rolling. He shoots a bad shot and he forgets about it.
He does.
He's
mad respect.
Always love Victor Hovland. All right, let me pull up some golf numbers here. Shout out to FanDuel Sportsbook. They're not our paid partner, but that's just for now.
Was Justin on that plane with him? No. We love Justin Thomas, if I didn't say it. Justin Thomas is a blue chip.
Yeah, Rahm, top 10, minus 115. So look at that top 20 range.
Minus 125 on mine.
this is what we're looking for right now. Check out that top 20 range while we're in here. Let's find 3 guys.
That's what I was pulling up, actually.
Okay, Paso.
No, the top 20. That's what I was trying to pull up.
I mean, Louis Oosthuizen plus 190 for a top 20. I mean,
Take it.
honestly, I don't give a damn what he's been doing. He could have been out on the farm for all I give a shit. But that dude is about as consistent as it gets. If there was a bet for who could play second place, I would take Louis Oosthuizen plus 20 to 1. Let me see. What's Louis in his career here? He hasn't played in a long time. His 2 times he's played at this course, he's finished 3rd and 11th.
Okay, I'll tell you right now. I see 2 guys. I'm taking right now. Top 20. Louis.
Don't steal
We're
my
taking
like that. Oosthuizen.
Well, no, we're a team here. You got Louis, but you got to take Webb Simpson with me because the dude's a stud. He's a Wake Forest, North Carolina native stud. Top 20.
Ooh. What kind of numbers we got on Webb Simpson? Plus 160. Plus 160. Is Webb in any kind of good form here? What's Webb doing?
Webb is Webb.
Webb's Webb.
He plays well here. He plays well here. He won. He won 2 years ago.
But that's what I'm saying. He's inconsistent, so I'd rather take him. Look, here's my math.
Inconsistent, my ass.
Here's my math for you, Moff. He's placed. Okay, well, I mean, I guess he has placed top 20 almost every year. But if you take that 20th, it could very easily be 21st. So we're looking at 3 out of the last 5 years where he would have been outside of the top 20. But at the same time, 2 out of the last 6 or 2 out of the last 5, he placed top 5. So I think he's more of like a boom or bust guy, in my opinion. And if that's the case, I'm looking more so top 5 at a number more like.
Okay. I like it. See, this is things. Yeah. See, this is why.
Webb Simpson top 5 plus 1100. So that's just the way that I'm looking at these numbers throughout the rest of this time. So, like Moff says, he's the golf guy. I'm the numbers guy. So I will be just kind of throwing out some plus EV, some smarter betting numbers throughout this time on Keep It Rolling. So while we are just kicking it and shooting shit, talking golf, we are both highly educated in our subjects, in our field. So hopefully you enjoy the episodes and we get some winners along the way.
Well, hey, okay. So then with that logic, I'm on the same page now. Okay, then we're gonna. Well, the guys we were talking about. I mean, dark horses.
Let me go ahead. Amen. Spit it out. Go ahead.
No, the guys I mentioned, dark horses to win it. I mean, those are guys that I think top 20. That makes more sense. Like
were you looking
Carlos
at plus 300 or something like that?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm trying to find him right now.
Okay.
It's gonna be plus 360 on Carlos Ortiz. Give me. I'm taking it right now. That's mine.
All right. So yeah, somebody like same thing. Hudson.
Nate Lashley, 405.
See, if you're asking me, I'm more so leaning toward the Hudson Swafford route. Nate Lashley. Nate Lashley plus 490. I mean, those are big numbers there. Where is Swafford at? Swafford's actually.
Your book is. You got better juice than me. All mine are like plus 405.
FanDuel Sportsbook. It has like the best golf numbers. If you're in one of those states with FanDuel is a legal avenue, I always suggest looking at that for golf because they do have some pretty damn good numbers. But this is slightly better depending on the thing. So, but always bounce those numbers around. But Hudson Swafford here, checking this out, plus 650.
Always bet legally and responsibly. Everyone out there, this is not financial advice. Protect your money. If you have a problem, quit gambling. Have some self-control. We're here to have fun, but we're not here to ruin lives. Just FYI. Keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling. Hudson Swafford.
That's our viewer discretion advised. That's a parental advisory for all you degenerates out there. We all bet entirely too much on things we should not, but it's all worth it. They say, is the juice worth the squeeze? Absolutely most of the time, but, onward.
Speaking of our guys here, like I was saying, we're looking at top 20s, top 10s, top 5s. We're looking at numbers. These are more so high variance guys. So when I'm looking for like a top 10, I'm looking for a guy that has some miscuts. So his juice is going to be lower. But I'm looking for a guy that has some miscuts, but he's also got some top 5s in there, some tied second place, or what some high finishes. So a guy like Carlos Ortiz fits that to a T. Over his past 3 tournaments, he has a second place finish, a miscut, and a 70th place. Boom or bust. His last 3 times here has been 60th, 25th, and 4th. So kind of boom or bust. He's got some big odds. Now that Carlos Ortiz isn't as much one of my guys there, but a guy like Hudson Swafford, the same thing. His last 3 times here, miscut, 9th, miscut. And that is the exact same thing as his past 2 tournaments. He won and then missed the cut. So a guy like Hudson Swafford at plus 650 to finish in the top 20, a birdie machine. We saw it at the end of last season. I like him. Those are some pretty good numbers there at plus 650 in my opinion. And kind of the same thing goes for old boy Ches Revy, but we'll leave him for maybe another time.
Yeah, leave Ches alone. I was riding Ches last week. I'm going to leave Ches alone for a little bit.
Hey, there's nothing better than taking a guy 1 week, losing on him, and then just saying, let's keep it rolling and going again, and then losing
Keep
again.
it. Don't look back.
But let's see. Let's give the folks one good closeout. One guy, one pick, top play for our opening intro. Let's do a little digging here. All right, so who played in Dubai? Oh, where's my guy? Our top fade of the week, Moff. So like I was saying, we need to. We're gonna have some things going. Each episode, we will continue to grow and learn. If you've been following me at Ghost Fitzpatrick, you saw me a year and a half ago. These videos were absolutely dog shit. But
any recommendations along the way? Anything at all?
They always help. So 100%. If you have any recommendations or any comments, throw them in the comments. That would be always helpful. But shoot.
Obviously, like, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do to boost this algorithm.
Yes, sir. That will be something that we get here going. Keep it rolling. This will be posted on Ghost Fitzpatrick, but I will also be the YouTube for Keep It Rolling will be Keep It Rolling. So like, comment, subscribe to that one. Like those videos. If you're into golf, obviously. If you're not into golf, hopefully you did not make it this far because that's what we are talking about. All right.
And if you did, hopefully you are mighty interested now and you're ready to go chuck some money on some guys. That's all we hope.
Amen. Golf is one of those things. There's tons of plus money, and it makes it a little more fun. And in my opinion, it's some big opportunities. So if you can take 3 guys at plus 350 to place top 20, if you hit one of them, you're talking about big plus EV. That's you're profiting ROI, and that's what you're looking for. It's fun and big plus money. It's one of those markets as well. There's not a ton of money in it, so Vegas is not as sharp as they should be, and there's some areas to exploit, and that is what Moff Dollars and I are here to do, as well as keep it rolling. All right, fade of the week. What do we got?
I think you got this one, Pat. You said it earlier before we went live, and I think I like it.
I'm going to go with it. We're going to go with the Dubai, Saudi Arabia hangover of all hangovers. Harold Varner III, ECU alum.
Ooh. Greenville boy out in Dubai. Come on now.
This guy,
come on now.
Harold Varner III probably did what we all should do. And I'll give it shout out, cheers to my guy Harold Varner for getting the win last week. But you got to talk about a 7-8 hour jet lag or whatever that is from the west coast of America to Saudi Arabia. And then you got the hangover of a win, the hangover of a celebration. He's boomer bust. He's finished 10th here. He's finished 13th here, but he also has 2 missed cuts and a 68th. his numbers are a little juiced up from this week because he won last week, so you're catching him at a better number. And while I don't love him to miss the cut outside, to not place top 20 is at decent odds, and for him to miss the cut is pretty big plus money. So that would probably have to be my fade of the week. And if I'm looking at matchups, I don't really like matchups as much because he's more of a boomer bust. So there's not much benefit in taking those. You might as well take them at the big plus money to miss the cut at plus 300 or whatever it is. So that's my fade of the week.
And unfortunately, I will, as we progress throughout this journey here, I'll start to get some fades. I need to be more like Pat, think a little more contrarian, because I told him, I was like, Harold Varner's on my list. He won last week, 13th last year, but like you said, and maybe we'll see. We'll see about the whole flights, jet lag sort of situation. I'd be curious to see if any of these guys, because these guys that we're talking about, I want to know if they played last year like this, or if they were all just kind of chilling beforehand and then rolled out to Waste Management. Because things have changed. I don't know that Waste Management used to be the very first tournament of the year.
Well, it's also, that kind of stuff is big. There's first tournament of the year. These people are not as crisp, and the numbers actually are not as crisp. So where I don't feel...
That's why at 2021, I have to get a little gauge because...
So one thing I think, this is just me spitballing it here, I think there's a little bit of value on some longer shots that maybe could catch fire in a 1 week scenario. Anytime you're in one of these situations here, you got the Waste Management, it's the beginning of the year. I think there's more, it's higher variance. Anything can happen. So I'm looking at some of that big plus money and saying, fuck it. But as far as the winners go, I think I'm with Moff dollars here. He's square. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's square. But damn it, he's good. So guys like Justin Thomas can't lay, while they might be a little more of the popular picks. Those guys are absolute studs. They've got year in, year out, tournament in, tournament out. They ball out. And while they might not be worth some of the juice at minus 145 to finish top 20, if you can get Rahm at minus 115 to finish top 10, it's
there's a reason.
There's a reason. There is a reason. But as far as winners go, if you're looking at the top, I'm going to go ahead and say my guy for the weekend. I can't do it.
I'm ready to say mine because you already know who I'm going to say.
I can't do it. My best bet of the weekend is going to be Louis Oosthuizen top 20 though, plus 180 or whatever it is. I love Louis. Louis is as consistent as it gets.
I'm gonna give him a wrap up here at the end. These guys are guys. James Hahn and Ortiz have stupid juice, and they're locks. They're gonna lock. They're gonna fucking do it. I know they are. But my guy this week, he's been all over the place this past couple of years. Head case. I know them well. Jordan Spieth. I don't care. I watched the kid crumble at Augusta that year, and it's been a ride ever since. His swing has never been uglier. It's ugly. His pre-shot routine is ugly. He faked me out probably 6 or 7 times watching him because I thought he was swinging. He wasn't swinging. It's kind of like JT does the thing where he takes it back, checks his position, but this is weird. Spieth is he's almost, I don't know, it's weird. But whatever he's doing, he almost won last week. And you said you like guys, missing cuts, whatever. COVID year. 2 years ago, he missed the cut. Last year, he finished 4th. He almost won last week. We're going Poana greens to Poana greens. He's been on the West Coast. He's a hop and a skip, and I think I think this is Spieth's comeback year because I'm a conspiracy theorist at heart. But when Tiger Woods came back on tour and was playing golf, he took every ounce of golfing godness from Jordan Spieth. And Mr. Woods is sidelined currently, and so this is Jordan's time to shine. I truly believe it. Spieth for the win.
Oh, some bitch. Well, all I got is I have one interesting thing to bring up here before we go wrapping anything up. This just came to my mind. it's a young players course in my opinion. Uh,
The party out there.
It's a party. You know, there's no
It's a party.
better tournament to start this keep it rolling than with the freaking waste management Phoenix Open.
I love it.
If you've never watched golf before, this is probably gonna be one of the one tournaments you would actually enjoy watching. There's the crowds. There's actual crowds. There's noise. Like it's
16 is a movie. I mean,
it's a lively event.
If you've never seen Tiger Woods holing out on 16 at the Waste Management Open and that place going bazookas, then when you're done with this, you hop in the search tab and you type it in because they went nanners. The dude's a legend. I love Tiger. I love Jordan Spieth. Let's give them a little wrap up here, Pat, because I really do. I think the juice on these guys that we liked, the long shots that I talked about. I mean, fuck them winning. I mean, the juice on them is enough for top 20 is better than betting on them to win.
All right. Well, shit. I mean, Ches Revy. I mean, I'm looking at him right here. He popped.
Ches Revy. You take Ches. I'm not taking Ches.
We're talking about, you got your long shots. We're not pairing up on long shots. You get yours over there. I'll take mine. But I think I'm gonna go Ches. I'm gonna go with Ches.
To win it?
Oh fuck no.
For top 20.
Yeah. Whatever.
You might say long shots. I think.
Oh, dude.
Nate.
When I'm thinking long shot, a long shot for me is anything 4-1 plus 400 or greater, plus 300 or greater. If you have a 1 in 4 shot to hit it, so less than 25% chance, that's a long shot.
They got James Hahn at 675.
Now those are stupid long shots. No, but so we'll call those bombs. We got some bombs.
We got some bombs.
No.
You might call them bombs, but hey, call me crazy. This weekend, these guys hit.
Those are Bud.
Y'all come for Moff dollars from here on out, okay? Just let it be known.
Bud heavy bombs.
Bud heavy bomb.
Good drive, long distance. Who we got? I'll tell you, CT Pan's one of those mofos who pops on some of those things.
I got to get a piece of Sung Jae too, man.
What is up with Sung Jae? I don't really like him out here. What you like about Sung Jae?
Sung Jae? I love that the COVID year he was 34. COVID's weird for everyone. Last year he's 17. And the dude, you were all over him last year on money making because he's a robot. He's out there. He's not going to win, but he's going to go out there and play his game. He's going to make his check right there at 17, 16, 15 and be on his merry way.
Hey, is he even playing this week?
I'm actually looking. He might not be playing. I can't find him. I did this last week too. And believe it or not, I checked the leaderboard or the list of guys that would be playing. It's a big list. You know, I don't.
It is
for anyone that wonders, I do have a job outside of this, so it's when I was perusing earlier, I might have missed it. He might not be playing this week. If he was, I'd love him, but I can't find him, so
my apologies for laughing over there. Obnoxiously, yes, Sung J M is not in the tournament. I'm over here looking for him. All I keep seeing is Siwoo Kim. I'm just like, I
don't like that Kim. No. We like Sung J M, not Sung J Kim. We Siwoo Kim. Siwoo won the Wyndham. But this is not. This is Arizona.
Not POA.
Troy Merritt is another guy that I think is a top 20 lock. You just old Troy Merritt that nobody ever talks about. Not much juice, plus 360 on mine, but same as Carlos Ortiz, which I think is ridiculous.
All right, so here are some of the better POA putters in the field. Daniel Berger is one of the best, and that's also probably why he has so much success here.
And the only reason I haven't talked about Daniel Berger is because I thought he had a hurt back. And if he's playing this week
he's got a hurt
and he's
back.
Healthy, Daniel Berger's a green light. Like, I just thought he was hurt.
All right, so what do you think? So I'm looking at Spieth over here. Spieth is worse on POA. So that's where For me, when I'm taking horses, for the most part, they all kind of got to fit in the box. Uh, so, for a guy like Spieth, who has such a phenomenal short game, I'm looking for a place where he's a dominant putter. I know down in the state of Texas, he's a much better putter, but I don't know how much different it is than Arizona. But I feel like it's got to be a little bit, considering it's not the same kind of grass.
Well, I'll tell you what, a couple breaks.
We know a thing or two about grass on this here show, and rolling on that grass. So, I'm a no-go on Jordan Spieth here. And with that being said, going back onto the POA, I'm going to stick with my guy, Ches Revy. He is a dog shit putter, but he pops on everything. So I'm looking at my thing right here. He drives it straight. He might not drive it too far, but you got some added elevation the added distance because of the increased elevation. I do believe this is the 5th highest elevation course on tour. So he will get some additional distance, and he hits it as straight as piss. I forgot that saying. I don't know. I forgot the saying completely. But Ches Revy, he's one of the top in approach games, and he is one of the better POA putters according to the baseline, a.k.a. he sucks putting everywhere, but he's decent on POA. So you're actually catching a decent number on him, in my opinion. So catching him for a top 20 at +6, whatever the hell he was, that's my long shot of the week. 6-1, I say that's decent enough for a long shot. And if I'm going for a winner,
Cantlay?
Can't play. I don't like that robot. Nah, I'm not. I'm not that square. I can't cope with him.
Didn't John Rahm almost win last week?
Rahm almost wins every week. Where is Putnam?
We're not gonna pick the favorite. That's for damn.
Watch this. If I'm gonna take a winner, I'm gonna take a long shot. Andrew Putnam.
I have seen his name all over. I was good like JT Poston.
Andrew Putnam. 100-1. That's my guy. Coming off a 27th, a 14th, and a 6th place finish. He plays better on the West Coast. He putts better on POA grass. He's coming off a 7th place last year. He's boomer bust. He's got 2 missed cuts here and a 7th place finish. Give me Andrew Putnam. Putting him on my list. Oh, man.
Where's Putnam? I'm trying to find him.
I hope he's playing, and 2 career wins off the tee. He struggles a little bit, but here you got a little bit of free range. You're in the desert if you hit it off, as long as you don't hit it too far out where you hit it into the coyotes. You're able to pretty much recover. So Andrew Putnam,
let's do this.
That's my guy, 101. I don't even, honestly, if you show me a picture of him, if you show me 2 guys and said pick Andrew Putnam,
couldn't do it.
Not a fucking chance.
I shot. Well, let's do this.
Even after looking at him, I still couldn't tell.
Clip it or whatever, but let's just give him 5 top 20s.
Yes, this is my guy, Andrew Putnam. I'm putting him on the list. I'm putting him on the stream too. All right, you want a top 5 top 20s? Based on the odds, though. So, I mean, if I think 1 long shot apiece, and then
okay.
So we'll go for 1 long shot apiece, and then 2 butter guys.
What do we consider long shots?
400 plus, 300 plus, 300 plus.
Okay, I got some long shots.
Oh yeah.
You call them long shots. I call them locks.
So those long shots, if we put 4 in, all we're looking to do is hit one of them for that plus money. Look, Andrew Putnam, that's my guy. 100-1 odds. Hopefully he's rocking that hair. Otherwise, look, how old is Andrew Putnam? If he's under 35, we're taking an extra $5 and putting. Oh, he's 33. We're good. From West. Oh yeah, look, he went to Pepperdine. West Coast.
Oh my God.
He was born in
Pepperdine.
He was born in Washington. Played at Pepperdine.
Zoe 101, Pepperdine. Goodness gracious.
Yep.
He's a California king.
No, anybody want to guess where he won his first PGA Tour win? Reno, Nevada, in the desert.
He's a gambling man too.
I'm putting my money on him. I'm putting him in my list.
Mid-Mountain Vegas.
That's my guy, Andrew David
If
Puttnam.
anybody wants to meet up with us, March Madness, Las Vegas, Nevada, we might be there. TBD.
Keep it rolling.
But any of you DGens want to get up with the Keep It Rolling guys, we will be rolling in Vegas. I can promise you that much. And the train don't stop while we're there, boys. Okay, so and girls.
Weed hitting harder than Alvin Kamara in Vegas.
There we go. Too soon? Never. My long shot. So that's what you didn't even give him 5. You gave him one guy.
No, Putnam was my guy to win. Oh, you
Okay, Putnam's winning.
Oh yeah, Putnam was to win. That was my 100-1 to win. I wasn't going with if Justin Thomas and Cantlay would be my two guys that I think have the best chance to win. But
Blue chip.
Yeah, sure. Moff likes to call them blue chips. Those are my blue chippers for sure.
Blue chips.
Justin Thomas, he's a fucking wagon at this course.
Love JT.
Top 20, book it.
Okay.
But I prefer top 10, top 5. Let's see. Top 20 at the odds. Berger's a tough one. I love him, but he's got back issues, so we'll leave him off the list. He was one of my top guys, but that back apparently is not.
Yeah, and if he is healthy, don't feel stupid for not taking Daniel Berger. Like I thought he was playing last week. I thought he could have won last week if he was healthy. I mean, the dude can ball, but like I'm not putting money on anybody who's got a bad back and plays golf ever.
Good point. All right, so
Jason Day had back problems all year last year.
Yep.
So, anyways,
I digress.
Back
injuries, yeah. So laying off somebody never hurt. It's not the worst. Whatever. On to the next one. So let me pull up. I'm pulling it up right now.
I'll go ahead and give 5, and it's going to incorporate. You've already got one of them because I love Louis. 2 long shots that I don't think are long shots, and I'm even going to throw Ortiz in there because I'm throwing money on him. And I'll give you 3 long shots, and then we can stick to the better guys. But Carlos Ortiz, he's got plus 480 in my book. Carlos Ortiz, James Hahn at plus 650, and Nate Lashley at plus 405 are my top 20 long shots, if you will.
All right, and I'll add mine right here. So shit.
I like Louis. Louis yours. I like Louis though.
Oh no, Louis that would be my top 20 lock if I would.
Yeah,
throw a quote unquote lock.
You can put a picture. Yeah.
So my top 20 long shots: Hudson Swafford plus 650, Ches Revy plus 500, and these are on the FanDuel Sportsbook app. So, and then and I understand not every book is going to have these, but they're about the same odds as far as Brendan Grace being from plus 300 to plus 360. I like them. But Louis being plus 190 to finish top 20, that would be my quote-unquote lock of the week for the top 20s. Justin Thomas being 140, no way I'm taking that juice. Can't lay to finish 120, minus 115. That's a crime.
What, you like it?
That's a crime. I mean, it's only because he hasn't played this course before, but
they're crazy, dude. This dude might light it up and take that damn Waste Management trophy home with him in the back of a big old dump truck.
That's got me over here doing calculations. Fuck.
So Pat, that's what obviously, all y'all are gonna have, depending on what you're betting on, your minimums and all that. I mean, if these guys are throwing, if they can throw $1, and or whatever, $5. I mean, but can you not make what's the minimum on FanDuel or?
Oh, it's usually FanDuel's like a penny.
See, that's what I'm saying. So my goal is to I'm going to give options.
Oh yeah, have tiers. Like so, top. Your blue chip guys. Like if you're a big roller and you're looking for a flat -120, a good solid play. That's you're gonna put a good chunk of money on. Or if you're just a wise investor and you want to put 12 to win 10 or whatever, who cares? But
hey, we could take a stock theme and we could have penny stocks. I mean, if you want to put Carlos Ortiz and James Hahn and Nate Lashley on a penny stock type of.
Amen. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn it into a stock thing. We're doing this. This is our first episode. So our penny stock guys of the week, James Hahn. Are there any guys with money denominations in their names?
I mean, Hudson Swafford sounds like he just fucking was born with a trust fund.
Hudson Swafford. Let me put him on the Luke list.
Put him on the Luke list. Yes, I love it. Penny stock Luke list.
Fuck Luke list. I'm just kidding. But let me see. This is the one right here. Here's a penny stock for the folks. Where's my guy?
Yeah, Hudson at 405 is a freak. Love Hudson too. Yep. I just can't pick everybody. If I pick everybody,
no, that's what I'm saying. You got to keep it slim.
I'm still gonna throw money.
So the way I do it, my simple math is if it adds up to where one of them hits, then they cover, then that's all right. So, for example, if I'm going with guys that are plus 600 to finish top 20, geez. Hudson Swafford's plus 650, $20 to win 13 to win 130 on Hudson Swafford. I wouldn't go anything too crazy, but those are big plus money there. And, you don't want to go too crazy on those kind of odds because a plus 650 play is exactly what a plus 650 play is. There's not great odds of it hitting. So if you only play two of those guys and you're rooting for one of them to hit, and it's still big plus money, and if by chance both of them hit, then you are really, really cooking for that week. So really just looking for the best odds out here and try to find where we can gain advantages. So my two guys would be Hudson Swafford and Ches Revy would be my two long shots. And then, Moff Dollars over here, he's got a different little way of thinking. And he's got Nate Lashley, who else? James Hahn, and a couple guys that are long shots but have played well here before.
I don't think Nate Lashley's right there with Hudson Swafford, but he's better than Hudson Swafford. And I would say James Hahn, Ortiz are definitely long shots, but Nate Lashley should not. I mean, Nate Lashley is a good golfer.
I hear that. All right, well, let's get into the meat and potatoes here. All right, who's our top horse? Who are our blue chip guys? Let's wrap it up with some blue chip guys. So we got penny stocks and blue chips, and then we definitely got to have the fade of the day, and then the hot chip, something spicy. Hot takes.
I think the hot take is fucking Brooks Koepka's hair. Hottest take. If Brooks comes out and wins with that blonde hair, then just go ahead and wrap it up. He might go for the Grand Slam.
Actually, that is true. What is Brooks to win this week?
Plus 140.
Brooks Koepka. Look.
Plus 140 for top 10 or 20.
27 to 1 on Brooks Koepka to win.
Hot take. Hot hair.
I'll take him. At the same time, I also might take him. Let me see.
At the same time, he might have gone Hollywood, and if so, it was nice knowing Brooks.
Let me see what he is to miss the cut.
Brooks is a stud, though.
Plus 180 to miss the cut. Not juicy enough for me. Nope.
Might be his first tournament of the year. Well, no, it's not. Has he played this year? I'm terrible. I'll be more. This will be no more weeks after this week of me not knowing what's going on in the PGA Tour world.
No, so. Brooks played 2 weeks ago and missed the cut. 2 weeks ago. I was thinking if it was last week, and he definitely didn't play last week. It was 2 weeks ago and missed the cut.
Talk about a party. Oh my God. I mean, come on, guys. Well, I mean, when we talk about these things, I mean, Brooks Koepka is pretty much like Mr. is Joe Cool, like in the arena with these crazy fans. I mean, these guys love Brooks.
Chaz Michaels is figure skating.
Brooks Koepka is PGA Tour golf right now until Tiger Woods comes back.
I'm dead. Oh,
I love Brooks. If we get Brooks, hey, we ever get Brooks Koepka on this podcast, then I don't know if he smokes or not. We can crack some Mick Ultras.
Or
we can
heavy, and we'll compromise. Brooks Koepka, 27-1, 30-1, whatever he's at. I like a little sprinkle on that. But my blue chip guys, let's see, Moff, we're about to wrap this up. We've been rolling.
Yeah, it's like 1:45. We've been cruising.
All right, well, we're rolling, and we will wrap it up here with our final blue chip players. And shit, I think that about will do it for us. If you haven't, like, comment, subscribe, shoot any kind of feedback or anything in the comments. I am Ghost Picks Patrick, and this is my guy Moff Dollars. We'll be on here. Keep it rolling. Golf betting podcast with a twist. This is the late night crew. So if you're stopping in during the day, what it do? We have actually some good numbers, good insight. I am still same numbers guy, all in. And my guy Moff Dollars is the ultimate golf guru. He knows the ins and outs, the important shit that you got to look for in golf. Two strong minds. Louis Oosthuizen, top 20. That's our pick of the week. Is that correct, Moff?
Love it. Lock it.
All right, lock it. Plus 190. We're going Louis Oosthuizen.
One of the prettiest golf swings in the game. Lock it.
He hasn't played in a while, and that's why his numbers are a little lower than they probably should be. But when he plays out here, when he plays in the desert, when he plays on POVA, it's a great combination for Louis Oosthuizen. While he's never won shit on American soil, he's one of the most consistent, best golfers. If I could place a bet on him to win second place, I would in a heartbeat. I almost just put a stamp on it. He's phenomenal. So we're going to go with him as our lock of the week on our first ever Keep It Rolling lock of the week. There's nothing I'd rather go with than my guy Louis Oosthuizen. I'm going to take a sprinkle on Brooks Koepka to win it just because his blonde hair. I think we're going to both do that as a podcast here as well. And then our last podcast play was – what was our last podcast play, Moff?
For what?
The Harold Varner fade.
Oh, fade. Harold Varner. Yeah. Wait, I need to find that.
And then
wait, I can find that later. Harold Varner fade.
We can
Lock it. We don't like it. Easy, your boy been partying in Dubai after a big win, flying across the country.
Yeah, absolutely. Jet lag, hangover, first win of his career. He's partying with SVP. I wish I was partying with him. But I can't doubt him. I mean, he might go out there and shoot fucking 6 under the first day and then just go into the tank on day 2, or vice versa. Or he might just hang up the cleat. It's an early weekend. Go party with the people. Actually, then again, Harold might just win. He might go back-to-back. So as much as I want to play, just $1. If you got it, or $5 minimum, $10 minimum, whatever, throw a little sprinkle on Harold Varner to go back-to-back. But I truly think he crashes. Shoot.
I'll be going to Virginia for the FanDuel experience, so that I have $1 minimums that I can sprinkle on all of these guys that I love so much, but I cannot advise on all of them. Pat, I just saw top 5 Pat Cantley plus 300 on my book.
See, that's what I'm saying. If you are so depending on the money, you bet responsibly. If some of these longer shots, these 100-to-1 guys, I mean, some of these guys are 300-to-1, 150-to-1. So like a $2 bet to win $300. I mean, that's a big. I mean, it's not ever going to happen.
It keeps things fun.
But that shit happens. So you put fun, but you keep it light. You're not too heavily invested. A guy like Ches Revy sitting at plus at 175-to-1 odds. He's got 6 miscut heres, but he's got a second and a fourth place. Like, I don't want to be sweating out a top 20 or I'd rather just place $3 on him to win 500 and be like, all right, whatever. Or a top 5 at plus 1,500. That plus 20,000 plus 2,000. It's like
Yeah.
5 to win, 100 or whatever. So always bet responsibly on here. We will have, as we progress, I will get better at listing out plays. As we'll go over this, we'll talk about our penny stocks. We'll get the guys in the list. I'll pull it up on the screen right here for everybody. And
Yeah, we can get more interactive. We'll get smooth sailing. And if I don't know how long we plan on keeping it. But I mean, we can add. I know we can add little like things down at the bottom to jump through. This long ass podcast. But that's why we're here. We're shooting the shit. We're trying to cover it all. Give you guys a good little exposure, kill some time, entertain you if we can, and those that want to stop by, get the insights, get right to it, meat and potatoes. We can give you a little jump links. We'll figure it out, but leave us any feedback, recommendations. I love criticism, and I love to criticize. So let's keep it rolling. Pat, if you don't have anything to add, I think we've said everything twice, and
there's one thing that I didn't say that I just thought about. It's late night.
We haven't been recording this entire time. That's the joke.
Well, one, we're not live. Actually, we are live. We're 100% live. 2, if you're watching this on your cell phone, I can only imagine how small our faces are.
I'm watching this on the big screen, and I got to say, I'm a little impressed.
All right. Well, everybody, appreciate you tuning in.
Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe. Good luck. God bless. Grind on. And we will catch you back here on Saturday, maybe tomorrow. We might just run it back with a shorter, brief episode. If you stuck through this, we appreciate it.
Hit us on Instagram, Pat. We got to get our Instagram in the bio, all that.
Yeah. We'll do another video tomorrow. We'll do all that shit.
We got to grow, everyone, so help us out. I mean, we're a couple kids from North Carolina. We don't know what the hell we're doing, but Pat knows what he's doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but we're here for it. We're going to keep it rolling.
We're going to keep it rolling.
God dang right.
All right, Moff.
Signing off. Pat, keep it rolling, brother.
Peace and blessings.